got my chicken coop.
Chicken coop makeover from before to after. Welcome to A.HerbHaven. My name is Amanda. I have a 450 square foot residential garden with over a decade worth of experience. Here I'm expanding, so this is my first time chicken owner, and I have inherited a chicken coop that I'm going to do a massive makeover. Stick around and I'll take you with me. The idea is to paint it white and fix it up a little bit. That's an understatement. I'm going to give you a tour. This chicken coop was actually inherited by my in-laws. They're moving and they weren't gonna take this chicken coop, so I said I was gonna take it, and this is gonna be a pretty big project. There's a lot that needs to get done. The chicken coop looks like a little latch. Oh, I took off the extra siding because it was gonna be bigger and I didn't want it as big. Now I'm going to walk through it and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, what needs to get done. This is not child safe. There's a bunch of wires that's sticking around out and about. I wanted to make it look more incognito with the house because it is right next to the house. Ventilation for up top. Now the problem is that there needs to be more. I'm going to need to add some sort of window right here. Maybe another window over there and a window up above. Wind travels this way and back versus going in and out. It's just gonna sit here and bake because the sun will start to shift from over here to this way, and this entire side of the house does get very hot. I do not want hot chicken yet, so I need to make it more friendly. This is supposed to be the roosting bar, but there are so many things that are wrong with this roosting bar. It is too small. And for the amount of chickens that I'm allowed to have, I'm about to have 4 to 6 chickens in here. This needs to be a deep bed. So I'm going to see if I can add a little ledge here to add more height into the bedding. This is going to be taken out. I'm going to add 2x4s going up and across, up higher than where the eggs, where they would sleep and hatch, versus up high enough where they will be able to come in and out. This is just not enough. And if it's not rounded, their claws are very sensitive. So because of that, their paws and claws are gonna hurt grabbing this. So that's not ideal, nor is it safe. Now my father-in-law did build this by himself by hand, and it is far impressive. The color of the wood is not ideal, so I'm gonna sand this down. There's a piece that's in here that I need to put together. These beds are a great size. The bedding, however, it's not ideal to have wood chips here. Now this is a good bedding for inside here, but over here they like straw. So I'm gonna take this out because the more that claws and paws hit this, the more that they're gonna wear and tear on their feet. So it's not gonna feel so great. Now along the bottom of the chicken run is not ideal. I got dogs, so as you can tell. I'm going to attach a cattle panel through here, bring it down, stretch it out about 2 feet wide so they won't be able to go in or have the chickens come out. I'm gonna need to get more wood as well as cut this to fit more in line against the post, cover it up by a 1x4, 1x6 down below. Now I have dogs and I have a cat, so I need to make sure that there are no gaps in between. So I'm gonna add a 1x6 here to cover this up completely and push in some of this wire so it's safe for my kids to be around. I do like the idea of having a Dutch door, but I'm not too sure if I will be able to figure that out just yet. This is a pretty good door. It works. It's great. On the inside of the run, I have a eye hooks here to attach the board going all the way down. I may have to add, or there's the wood over there. I may have to cut it because it comes out really far. But in there, I'm gonna try and do a dirt bath for them as well. I'm going to be changing the color of all of this. So this is gonna be changed. This wood is gonna be changed. It just needs a light sand and a color makeover. Along this wall right here, I was thinking about painting it white and letting my kids paint all over this side. I think that would be kind of fun for them to be intertwined with it, getting excited for the chickens. I do need to add this wire back up to here, but as of right now, I'm gonna leave it off. I'm probably gonna staple it in once I get done sanding everything. We have a beautiful metal roof on an angle, so if it does rain in the desert, it's just gonna fall off and fall down to the ground. I do plan on putting a bunch of rock on the outside. This is a bunch of fake grass, but there are drippers right there, so I'm gonna end up digging a trench all the way down, installing drip systems and more plants. I want to do more lemon tree, rosemary, and flowers. I want to keep the chickens happy, but when that sun starts to shift and set, I want to block this off from hitting the sun as much as possible. So therefore, I want to add a little window here. As you can tell, the wind is just coming. This door right here was designed to take out the litter box, but I'm gonna end up closing this up and do a deep litter. Up to here would be ideal. Inside here, I plan on doing a PVC pipe going through here for the watering system, and then having the bar run along here with the little spigots where the chickens can go in and pick at it and drink water out of. I have done research time again. I have a really good idea, and I'm one of those people who can see it, I can make it happen. So I'm excited. Things may not go as planned, but I do, however, get the job done, and it's gonna look great. So I'm excited. There's gonna be a lot of sanding that needs to get done. Here in Arizona, you cannot collect water. There is just no water. The water that you would collect would evaporate, so cannot do that. So right along there is a hose spigot valve that I will connect to the water source, as well as I will be connecting a sprinkler drip system along on the inside. I will be getting the baby chicks by next weekend, and then from there I have about 6-7 weeks before I get to put them in here. Hopefully the installation and all the things that I want to do to it, including the plants and the makeover to the chicken coop, will be done by then. I have to get it done by a deadline because the heat is going to rise, and I am leaving for a cruise. So things kind of need to get done. I can't leave the chickens in the garage because I have a cat in the garage, and then I need to protect the barrier of outside because I have 4 dogs. So this is going to be the start of a very beautiful progress, and I'm excited, and so is my girl. So this is the journey of a chicken coop makeover and everything do's and don'ts along the way. So I'm excited to get this going. And everything else in the garden needs to be done and planted. But that's a lot. We're excited. Are you excited to have some chickens? Huh? Are you excited? Are you excited? Are you excited? He's excited. Yeah, are you excited? Are you excited? You big boy? Yeah, are you excited? You're a big ham. He's gonna try and protect the flock. I'm gonna train them too. So I'm gonna start the process of sanding this thing down. It's a lot to take on. My kiddo wants to help, so we'll see how well this goes. I got my handy dandy sander. I really like this sander. In fact, my father-in-law was so tired of me taking his tools that he bought me one my own for Christmas. Oh, I love it. And secretly, he loves it too, okay? I'm the daughter he wished he had. Sorry, boys. Okay, now it's on. Now it's nice and tight. I'm gonna go get an extension cord and my helpers, huh? I'm as ready as I can be. Always take the battery out just for safety. Safety. Oh, my arms are gonna hurt. My arms are gonna hurt like no other. I think I'm done for the day. Crazy to think it goes from this to this in just one day. Being comforted by my emotional support. I kind of wanted to make the door. This is where I start to kind of develop what I'm gonna do next, and I'm on a mission to get this done in 2 weeks. Paint this all white. Paint this all white. Paint that black. Paint these bars on the inside black as well. It's the same color as that. And then I'm gonna go and get some boards to cover this and paint the outside of those white. Step 1 is complete. I am done sanding for the day. It's 5 o'clock. I want to take a shower and eat dinner. Next time on A.HerbHaven, I'm gonna take you for a ride. Get paint and stain. Buckle up, Buttercup, because this is where it gets fun. Till next time.